What is up, guys? Sumi here with Thoughtcast, and today I'm going to talk about how you should never, ever change. Someone reached out to me and they said, I was dating this girl, and at the time I was dating her, I met her out at a bar, right? She was a nightclub girl. She was a bottle service girl, and he's been dating her for 6 months, and now he wants her to quit her job because he feels like they know each other well enough, and he doesn't want her to work in this bottle service club anymore. And it's funny to me because it's like you were attracted to this girl while you met her at a nightclub, right? You were attracted to this girl while she was working a certain type of job in a certain atmosphere, in a certain lifestyle. And now you want to change almost everything about her job, her career, her friend group. He doesn't want her to be friends with her friends anymore that work in the nightclub. And the girl is like, he's being controlling. And it's not necessarily that he's being controlling. He might have boundaries, but he didn't have those boundaries in the beginning of the relationship. And that's where it becomes very confusing. One of the biggest things I recommend to people when they start a new relationship is to never change who they are. Because the person that is dating you now, the person that was, that first started talking to you, they were attracted for who you were. They liked you for who you were in the beginning. And so a lot of times in relationships, we feel like we should change, or that we should listen to our partner to change us, and we should allow our partner to have influence on our life. But my biggest recommendation with this is to avoid change that is not positive or not directly going to grow you. Guys, big shout out to K&D for allowing us to shoot this podcast here. One thing that I will say is changing is Cleveland, Ohio's landscape, and there's a lot of construction going on with K&D. If you ever need a new apartment or a place to live in, a lot of these apartments are brand new. They have no tenants in them, and I would highly recommend hitting up K&D for the new apartments, because you're going to be pleasantly surprised if you're in the Cleveland area to find an apartment that looks like this. For the price. A lot of women will do this. They'll try to change their man into this nice, yes, man, I'll buy you flowers, I'll take care of you. And they'll do this to all the bad boys. Like, they'll try to conquer them and dominate them and make them change into this nice person. And look, I'm all for bad guys being good, but I'll tell you this right now, those women were attracted to some kind of toxicity and negativity in who you were, if you were a bad guy. So the worst thing that you can do is change exactly what you fell in love with. The worst thing that you could do is change exactly who you are. A lot of women will get in this mindset of, oh, let me change this guy literally into the person that they want to cheat on. I hate to say it, but that's literally what it is. This nice guy that she can walk all over, that she can say whatever to, that buys everything, that takes care of everything. That is not the type of guy that you fell in love with a lot of times. And, a part of her was resonating with you, and her image of you has grown over this period of time that you guys have spent together. So it's very unwise for you to just jump on board to the whole change cycle. When someone wants to change who you are, I think the first thing you got to ask is why, and if it's beneficial at all. Like, if someone's giving you criticism, you got to really ask yourself, is it real? Like, is what they're saying real, honestly? And do I feel like it would be better for me to change this kind of behavior in the future? Would it be better for me to regulate myself differently? So my big advice here with this short episode that I'm going to do is to never change yourself. Never transition who you are. Never restructure your entire life. Be similarly to the same person that you were in a personality sense. Now, you can elevate in your cars, your lifestyle, your house, your watches, all that stuff. You can do that stuff. But don't change who you fundamentally are, because at some point in time, she was attracted to you, and that's the person that she fell in love with. And guys, if you ever have any questions, there's a bunch of links in the bio below. If you ever want to reach out to me, you can definitely join my community. It takes me about a day or two to respond. Until next time, Sumi out.